All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out this word and truth and sincerity. So but do not disturb. All right. So pretty much I just want to do a quick video, as well as edifying, you know, on the prophecy, okay, because it is prophecy of the new world coming, okay, because there is a new world coming. All right, a new heaven, new earth, all right, and then the sense of the new earth, all right, we're talking about a refresh. The earth is going to be refreshed, rejuvenated, all right, restored to its glory, all right. A new heaven is going to be a new rulership, all right. All right, the kingdom of heaven, Salakia, all right, will be established here on earth. All right, in a new world, you know, again, a new rulership. All right, righteousness. All right. And let me go to, this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. See, so the Israelites, the beginning with the elect, all right, is looking for a new heaven, a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. So why wouldn't you want this place to go out, man? Why wouldn't you want this current world to come to an end? Why would you not want that, huh? Because you love wickedness, all right? Because those that were given the promise, which was who? Remember, because it said, nevertheless, we according to his promise. To whose promise? Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai's promise, right? According to his promise. Now let's read real quick who the promise is given to. So this is going to show you who are the ones really waiting for the kingdom of heaven. All right, this is Revelation 9:4. It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. Who? To who? To Israelites. All right. So back in 2 Peter 3 and 13. It says, nevertheless, we, who is the we? The Israelites. All right. Of course, the elect, though. All right. The prophets of the Lord, his servants, the ones that are doing the will of the Father right now. Those are the ones striving for the kingdom. All right. Those are the ones that want to see righteousness dwell, reign supreme on the earth. All right. We want to see the Lord, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, rule in righteousness on the earth, man, with his elect with him. Okay. So, says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So it's going to come a time where righteousness is going to dwell on the earth. All right, and it's going to be peace. It's going to be beautiful. These words really can't even explain it at the end of the day, you know, because we haven't experienced it yet. All we experiencing right now is wickedness. All right, let me see something. All right. Let's see. I ain't gonna go into that, but let me get another scripture now. Going into the kingdom of heaven, you know, what we looking for is Revelation 21, and I'm gonna start at 1. Revelation 21:1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So, what is that talking about? That new heaven? All right, or with that old, let's say the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. It's talking about this rulership, man. All right, the Esau's rulership. All right, we can prove that because it said the new heaven. All right, the first earth. So the world. All right, earth, world. There's a new earth coming, a new heaven. We're talking about the rulership and the rejuvenation of the earth itself. You know, again, we said that earlier. Let's go to Second Esdras, because this is the first world that it's talking about, and it's coming to an end as we speak. All right, this is Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So Esau is the end of the world. All right, the first earth, the first heaven is Esau's heaven. All right, this is his world right now. But what we got a new world coming, which is Jacob, man. Jacob is the beginning thereof, and it's gonna be that new heaven and new earth. All right, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Why? Because the Israelites are going to be ruling. All right, not the Edomites. All right, the righteous will rule now, not the wicked. How can we prove that? Because if by default, we according to 2nd Ezra 6, Esau is the end of the world, right? Meaning Esau, Edom, would be ruling at the end before Israel is established on the earth as the kings, all right, as the rulers. So if Esau is the end of the world, you read this precept here, by default, you're gonna know who the wicked is. All right, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, if Esau, Edom is not the wicked, then where they at? Who is it? Because according to biblical prophecy, Esau would be ruling at the end, before Jacob was established, before the new heaven and the new earth came. The first heaven would be run by Esau. All right, Edom, or the wicked, so you can understand. Okay. So going back to Revelation 21 and 1, it says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea." All right. And then let me go to a precept in the previous chapter, Revelation 20 and 11. This is that new heaven and new earth being established right here. This is Revelation 20 and 11. "And I saw a great white throne," which is Yahushua. That's symbolic for Yahushua. It says, "And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them." For who? That's the rulership fleeing away. All right, that first earth and the first heaven is fleeing away here from Yahushua, right? And what is he's coming to usher in his kingdom, which is the new heaven, the new earth, because that's why I said a great white throne, and him that sat on it. And when you sit on a throne, what are you? You're the ruler, you're the king. All right. So back to Revelation 21. It says, Revelation 21 and 2, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And that's the Israelites coming back down from the heavens. Because what the elect is going to be, the elect and the rest of the 1/3, they're going to be beamed up, so to say, into the chariots of the Lord. All right. And then after destruction happens, all right, because the scripture tell you they're gonna be up there for a little while, all right, until I think, let me just get it. I think it's how the Lord indignation pass unto the Lord, something like that. Let's see if I find it. Shalakia. Give me 1 second, brothers. All right. Just give me one. Okay. I think this is it. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 26. This is Isaiah 26 and 20. "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed." So that's when the elect and the 1/3 is going to be in those chariots. That's the chambers of the Lord, right? And we could prove that too. You know, let's prove all things. Because remember, it said, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee." Just like when Noah entered to the ark, the doors were shut, they were sealed. Now it's going to be the chariots, all right, the ships, spaceships. Ain't gonna be a water ship this time. It's gonna be a spaceship. All right, so let's go to an account. I believe it's worded similar. Let me see. So I can just bear with me 1 second. Let me see here. All right. Well, it doesn't say chambers. I thought it did. Okay. Well, nonetheless, we'll read it anyway, because this is This is this is what those chambers are. All right, this is first, or no, not first. Psalms 18, and I'm gonna start at 6. In my distress, I called upon Yahweh and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. That's talking about the laser beams. All right, that high intensity or concentrated light, which is going to be laser beams coming out of those chariots. They show you that in different movies, Independence Day, World of Worlds, and so on. It says, verse 9, he bowed the heavens also and came down. The darkness was under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yeah, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. So that's talking about a chariot, man. All right, and we're going to look, just like King David was delivered in this situation, that's how the elect is going to be delivered. It said, he made darkness his secret place, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Yahweh also thundered in the heavens. Okay, that was the point. Okay, now let me jump down to well, let me look up this word, because it might, I could have sworn it said chamber somewhere, but let me just go to this word real quick, and we'll get back to the topic, so to say. Psalms 18. But let me read on though. And in verse 16 he says, he sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. So what? He got taken up into the chariot. All right. So let's look up this word. He made darkness a secret places. There was a word in here. Let me go to the Second Samuel's, that account. Maybe it's in there. Yeah, 2 Samuel 22. Yep. You know, just it's pretty much the same. Okay, here we go. It should be in Psalms then. It's got to be in Psalms. Well, I'm right here. Alright, Psalms. It should be something about large place. Let me see. Yep, verse 19. He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. And let's see here, because remember, we're talking about this, where the elect is going to go before they come back down as New Jerusalem. All right, and establish the new heaven and new earth with Yahushua. It said, "Come enter." In Isaiah 26, it said, "Enter into thy chambers, and shut thy doors." So I'm just trying to get bring out better details on it, so to say. But let's see. Just go back to Psalms 18, verse 19. The word for large place. It says marachab. All right, so marachab, which pretty much is like a chariot. Yep, board. It says broad or roomy place, wide expansiveness, and that's the chambers. All right, this where King David went. Those are the chambers. Now let's go to that chambers in Isaiah 26, and I'm bringing this all out for a point. I'm gonna correlate this back to the topic, okay, of the new world to come. All right, because not only is the new king, because the world, Jacob is referred to as a world as well. All right, and that new world is going to be physical. All right, as far as the earth itself and the rulership, and it's going to be the people itself. All right, because they're going to be new. We're going to be new bodies. All right, perfect people. All right. So let's go into this word here for chambers in Isaiah 26 and 20. Okay, so Chadar. See what it says here. Chadar. It says chamber, room, parlor, inward or innermost or inward part within. All right, so one of the same words there is what was it? A room, okay, and that large place, okay, that King David went into. Chamber, parlor. Remember, Apostle Gabar went into that word parlor. Let's go into that again. That's a quick Google search. A parlor, it says a sitting room in a private house, a room in a public. No, that's not it. Okay. Let me do the online etymology. All right, so online etymology here for the word parlor, which was one of the definitions under Slocky, I guess see. The definitions under chamber, coming to the Lord's chambers, right? All right, let's see what it says here. It says parlor. Fuck. Oh jeez. The computers, man. I don't know what just happened here. Okay, here we go. All right, so it takes me back to parlor, and it means window through which one confesses. Confessions are made. Also, apartment in a monastery for. The wrong button there. All right, so pretty much it's just a courtroom, judgment hall, auditorium, a room for a business. All right, so sitting room for private conversation. So that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a private room. You got to have the invitation. All right, and who's going to receive that invitation? The elect of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Let's go read that again. Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. All right, so what is that going to be? What's the indignation? The Lord's indignation is those missiles, man. The destruction. Okay. Let's see here. Well, we'll get to that, but the elect is gonna be in them chambers once they're called up. So what are they gonna be hid from? The destruction, all right. The winds, the destroying winds, right? So during that time that they're up there, that's when Revelation 20:11 is gonna be taking place. It says, and I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. So that's gonna be that time period right there, and that's when the elect are gonna be hidden. All right, while the first earth and the first heaven is being passed away and fleeing, being destroyed. Really, the Lord destroying them. That's the elect. All right, the chosen ones are gonna be in them chambers, man, being protected. Isaiah 20:26-21. For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for all their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. All right. Let's go to prove another precept, and then we're gonna go back to Revelation 21. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High. And the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. So the ones that have gone, came and gone in this truth, those are going to be returning with the Lord, okay? It says, verse 17, then we which are alive, so the elect that remain, all right, the ones that are still on the earth, are holding fast to this truth, all right, keeping the faith and enduring unto the end, right? It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. All right, so that's why New Jerusalem is going to be coming down from the heavens, man, from the clouds, or from the Most High. All right, because what? The elect is going to be beamed up to meet the Lord in the air. That's biblical prophecy. You can't get around that. So let's go back to so now you understand why New Jerusalem is coming back down. All right, that's why John saw the New Jerusalem coming down, because what? They're going to be going up, and then they're going to come down with the Lord, and then in those new bodies, the change completely different, 100% perfect. All right, because on the way up, in the twinkling of an eye, we shall all be changed, man. All right. So back in Revelation 21, and we'll close out here. in the Revelation 21:2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. All right, so that bride, which is Israel, all right, because we are likened unto the Most High as a woman, you know, a wife. And guess who's the groom? The groom is Yahushua, and we're the bride. So, and we're gonna be adorned. All right, it said adorned for her bride, adorned for her husband. When that takes place, a woman gets adorned for her husband. That means she's gonna look the best, all right, she'll ever look. All right, because this it's time for the marriage. All right, and that's what we're waiting for, and that's the new world coming. All right, the Israelites in complete righteousness. Okay, the perfect people. All right, never been seen on the face of the earth. But that's why the first heaven and the first earth is going to be done away with. Now it's time to set up righteousness, all right, under Yahushua, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, so with that, Lord's willing, this is edifying. Shalom, Makiam. Stay strong.